Hi y'all, Dan here. Thanks for joining me.
Hello, thanks for joining me today. We are walking the Piedmont Trail, and you can see that it's not a sunshiny day. It's just sort of a steady rain, not hard, more of a heavy sprinkle maybe, but it's still wet and a little cool, about 50 degrees, not bad. Okay, I'm going to put the camera away and get back on the trail. May not do a lot of recording today since it's so wet. Cottonwoods are still out. It's such a pretty day. Something about the gray sky that has a mystery about it as well. And glad to be out here. Okay, let's get back on the trail. You know, with the gray skies and the rain falling, it has its own beauty about it. Typical North Carolina being root country, it has its share of roots, and I'm getting used to that a little bit more. But it seems that all of these paths sort of are centered on a common landmark. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to try to show you through the trees here. That, my friends, is Brant Lake again. And so we're just taking a different loop around it this time. And yeah, I'm going to probably put the camera away for a little bit because it is wet, and if I get to something or if the sky decides to dry up, then I'll come back to you and share more. Hope I can get to see some of the bird life that's around here that seems to thrive on the lake. I realize one of the challenges I'm going to have is managing these videos, because about the time you start getting into a good stride, you see something that you just have to share. What stopped me in place was this tree. Again, with those roots. Majestic tree that sits out here. Unfortunately, you got people that wanted to carve all over it, so it does have carving on it, but it just seems to hold up to it. So, what a beauty. All right, well, let's get back on the trail, see what's ahead of us. If I find something else, I'll stop and bring you along with me again. What I'm finding out today, though, is I think I have a bunch of unintended water crossings. The trail's pretty flooded, so I'm trying to make my way around and through without getting too soaked. But anyway, I'll shut this down for now because I'm getting pretty wet. The camera's getting wet. I don't want that to happen, so I will get back with you in a little bit. Well, it's rain starting to let up a little bit, so maybe I'll be able to share a little bit more often. But just discovering all kinds of neat things, you know. Earlier I talked about disadvantage of being on these trails, and well, the advantage of being local is that I can come back. So this is definitely a place that I want to bring back when it's sunny, because if it's beautiful now, I just can't imagine what it would be like when the sun is bright and shining. Let me get this off of me and share some with you and let you see this beautiful forest. It's interesting though, because as I walk through these woods, I have passed some amazing homes out through this way, and so here you are. It feels like in the depths of the Appalachian Trail, and yet you're only a few hundred feet away from luxury. And I don't know how to think about that contrast yet, so it may be something to ponder on and reflect upon as well. For now, let's just look at the beauty. Well, it's starting to pick up again, so I'll put the camera away and come back maybe when it lightens up some. Well, and just like that, the sun comes out. So now maybe I can share a little bit more of this trail with you than what we've been seeing this morning so far. So let me get back up and let's share this together. Now, I talked about roots. Look at these roots. They just keep on going. That's all right. If we didn't have lots of roots, we wouldn't have majestic trees. Look at this. This really is an easy trail, even in spite of the roots. If it weren't, I couldn't be doing this. I'd have to be using my trekking poles to do climbs. Similar to all these little trails, this one has some nice little bridges that take you across some of the boggy areas. You know, if we didn't have this bridge, we'd be walking through that. Had to get under that tree. That was a stretch. Okay. So, there's a trail that goes off up that way. There's a blaze here. So I think I'm going to head out this way. Well, the rain has let up a little bit. So right now, came out into this little meadow. See the tip of the lake. And that'll probably do it for today.